Right, hello. First things first, I do need to apologise for my inconsistency recently, but my exams are now over. Finally, Jesus. And I've got 2 months free, well, mostly free, to do what I want. So hopefully videos will be a little bit better. Keyword there, hopefully. Anyway, I won't spend too long here, so let's just get into it, Please do like and subscribe, as it'd make my day, and I really do like big numbers, okay? So do it for an Oasis reunion. Alrighty then, let's get right into the ranking and see how I feel a month after its release. Oops. I'll be ranking each song out of 10, and I'm only doing the 11 tracks on the standard release because I said so, okay? Right, let's get into track 1. So, this song is an okay opener. The first line, like the kind of melody and tune of it, reminds me of The Scientist by Coldplay, like in the way it's sung, So, not a good start. I'm not a Coldplay fan, I'm sorry. But generally, this song, it's okay. It sets the tone of the album decently well, and it's, as I said, an okay tune, but it didn't really leave me wanting more. So I'm gonna have to give this one just a measly little 5 out of 10, because it's alright, but it doesn't really serve the purpose of an opener, as it doesn't inspire much confidence in the rest of the album, It's a bit tame, slightly repetitive, at least in my opinion. I might be completely fucking wrong, It might be like a fucking fan favourite now, but anyway, on to the second track, which I've already ranked in my previous video, although my opinion has changed, interestingly enough. So let's get into track 2. You tell me that you want it, yeah, yeah. You tell me that you need it, yeah, yeah. I know it's really weird, but in the context, actually it's not that weird, but in the context of the full album, this song just becomes miles better for me. I don't know what it is, but this song after I'm Not Giving Up Tonight just works pretty well. Even weirder is that the more electronic parts, like the drum machine and all that, are less of an issue for me now than they were initially when I ranked this. Basically, I think I judged this song a little bit too harshly in the singles ranking, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10, because it's not my favourite, I'll admit, I'll be honest, but it is actually quite catchy, and it's one of the heaviest songs in the album. And yes, this is heavy for this album. So let's get on to track number 3. Let's stop rambling. Right, still the GOAT. Enough said. Fine, I'll elaborate. Noel Gallagher's vocals on this one are just fucking stellar. I absolutely love them, and the chords used, it's just that there's almost a kind of soothing feeling about them, but it's also almost hopeful, but there is a distinct melancholy to them. Or to put it simply, about the chords, nice one, kid. Fucking hell, that was dreadful. This song has one of my favourite chorus sections in a High Flying Birds song, if not my all-time favourite. Here's a fun fact, my second favourite chorus from the High Flying Birds is from In the Heat of the Moment, which is interesting because I fucking hate everything else about that song so much. Sorry, I've digressed slightly. Dead to the World is easily the best track on the album, and it's not even really that close. 9 out of 10, done, boom. The only reason it's not a 10 is because it's not on an Oasis album. Pick up the fucking phone, Liam, please. Oh, Christ. Anyway, on to track number 4. You found the key that let you slip inside, open the door, see what you find. I think I made this joke in the last ranking video. Anyway, as I also said in the last ranking video, the drums in the intro sound like Don't Bring Me Down by ELO, so it starts off strong. I don't know, I noticed this when listening to it through while I was reviewing this, and the song sounds like a theme tune of some kids' TV show or movie. It might just be me, but I don't know, man. It'd be a good theme song, to be honest. I do like this song, but admittedly, it is quite forgettable. At least I find myself forgetting about it a lot. I mean, I almost forgot to rank it when I was doing the singles. I forgot it even was a single, to be honest, as I'm fucking recording this. Another thing is that there's just not much to talk about this one, so I'll give it a respectable 6.5, which puts it on par with Pretty Boy. Anyway, on to track number 5.
In a place where I belong, as we try to find our world that's been and gone.
Right, first things first, I do really like that intro. It has a really cool vibe to it. It's sort of like he's playing guitar in like a windy back garden or something. I do love that kind of feel. It's a really calming song, and the chords are really, really similar to Live Forever. There's like a Live Forever quality that it reminds me of. Oh, right. Okay, well, at least he stole from himself this time. But why wasn't it Dixie's Dinner? Anyway, it's a pretty lovely tune, actually. The strings don't come in until about 2-ish minutes in, which brings me to an issue I have with this album as a whole. The strings. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like the strings generally in music, but there is such thing as too much of a good thing, and they sort of are overused in this album. At least that's what I think. You know, it's just my opinion. But either way, it's a pretty good song. Great ambience at the end, so I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10, because I'm in a good mood, I suppose. And it is genuinely quite good. Let's get on to the second best single of this album, arguably. Track 6.
Saw you up and down the lane, but I don't know your name.
Right, here's another single that I already ranked, but my opinion has probably changed a little bit, so we'll see. I'd say that this is one of the strongest songs in the album. It's memorable, it's got great lyrics, really catchy chords, and a great vocal melody. I do like the chorus of it too. As I said in my last ranking, this song really reminds me of like a Heathen Chemistry era Oasis song. I always find myself comparing this one to Little by Little, and it just so happens that I really love Little by Little, so this song is definitely for me. Oh, actually, one thing I forgot to mention was the guitar solo in this song. It's pretty fucking good. It's sort of like Gilmore-esque. I really like it. And I'm not sure who plays it. I know it's not Noel Gallagher, and it's not Johnny Marr, who also made an appearance on Pretty Boy. I think it's like his, one of his road band guitarists. I don't know. Anyway, good solo, basically. So I'm going to give this song an 8 out of 10, because it's not as good as Dead to the World, but it's better than trying to find a world that's been and gone, so yeah, that's about it. So let's get on with the ranking and get on to track number 7. Boring, that's all I can say. It's just okay. The song doesn't really make me feel anything, and it isn't worthy of being a title track, certainly fucking not. I'd much rather the album be called Dead to the World or something. That actually works as an album title too. Right, I'm gonna come clean here, and I'm gonna say I've never liked the title Council Skies. It just doesn't really work for me at all. And Noel is usually pretty good at naming albums, but not this time. But I should speak somewhat positively about the song, so I will say the chords and the melody sound pretty decent, the chorus is okay, and the ending's good too. Because it's fucking over. No, it is actually a decent ending. And that's it for my appreciation of the song. I'll give the song 6 out of 10, move on to track 8.
Died of a broken heart, 'cause I told him that I love you more.
You know, I hadn't actually listened to this one before, you know, listening to the album in full for this video. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. It reminds me a bit of something off Don't Believe the Truth or Dig Out Your Soul. I think from memory it sounds a bit like The Importance of Being Idle. Sorry, just a quick note here, but it's fucking midnight and I'm editing this now, and I've been trying to find the song it reminded me of for the past 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and oh my, I cannot find it at all. I looked in fucking Don't Believe the Truth, Dig Out Your Soul. I even looked through fucking BDI and Liam Gallagher. Sorry, I just needed to shed some light on my fucking struggle. Anyway, back to scheduled programming. It's also one of the heavier songs on the album, and I've always loved it when Noel has gone heavier with the High Flying Birds. It just always sounds good, like with Everybody's on the Run, fucking AK, What a Life, and all that, you know, it's great. The melody and the chords are great, I have to say, but I'm not completely sold on the lyrics. They're okay, but I don't know. Oh, and Noel broke his promise.
Shouldn't it be Baby? No. It shouldn't be Baby. No. Maybe. That song's fucking stupid. I'm not writing any tunes with baby and baby.
Anyway, the guitar solo near the end was pretty good. I didn't know whether or not Noel played it. I think he might have. It sounds a bit like his lead playing, but I don't know. Regardless, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's catchy, has a good feel. Lyrics, generally quite good actually. I don't know what I was talking about. The lyrics are pretty good. And the solo is great, so 8 out of 10, deserved. On to track 9.
Dancing halls, let me. I'll be the last man standing. I'll be your clown.
Love is a rich man, so we're going to have to eat him and make a loveless communist utopia. What the fuck? Anyway, I'll be honest, I found this one a bit annoying. Not on the level of In the Heat of the Moment. That song deserves only hatred from me. I just didn't like the crashing drums that much, especially when it was just the drums. Like, who wants to listen to fuck like that? It's like, no, shut up. It got old after the first time it happened. The lyrics are alright, but this song is another one of those that just kind of gets forgotten about. But for me, like Council Skies or Open the Door, See What You Find and all that, Basically, I didn't hate this one, but it just didn't speak to me in any meaningful way. So I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10. Move on to track 10, which is also fucking goated.
Let's think of a number when I'll try to guess your name.
Right, think of a number, probably my second or third favourite song on the album. I find it's a really interesting song. You can kind of hear musical references back to Pretty Boy, or at least I could, and that combined with a kind of more acoustic feel makes it just really unique to me, and there's no drum machine. It's brilliant, The lyrics and melody are quite good. It starts off pretty heavy, I mean it does calm down, but it's pretty decent. The atmosphere is just great. You just want to put it on and listen, close your eyes and just fucking melt into it, That's the kind of song I like, man. So we're going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. I'm actually going to put it above Easy Now. So there we are. Let's get on to the final track on the standard version of the album, because I can't be bothered to go through the rest of it, I'll be honest with you. I'll level with you. Let's get on to track 11. Right, here we are. Last track of the standard release of the album. It's also a slightly heavier song, so there we go. Good start. The opening, it's so optimistic. I love it. The energy is just so great in this one. I love how it develops and how the vocal melody plays out. Big old Noel G also does a great job singing on this one. You can actually hear the electric guitar in the mix for the most part, which I do think the album needed more of. It needed way more electric guitar that was audible in it. So I'd say, it's a great track. I love it. The more I listen to it, I like it more and more. So I think I'll tie it at the moment with Think of a Number and give it 8.5. It's excellent. But that brings us to the end of the rankings. And remember, this is all my opinion. Don't hurt me. I'm just an innocent little Oasis fanboy. Here are the final rankings. Oh, wow, lots of just numbers. So as you can see, it's a pretty solid album overall. It starts off a little bit shaky, but it gets exponentially better with a few blips here and there. So yeah, it's a pretty good release if I do say so myself. Possibly one of Noel Gallagher's best work with the High Flying Birds. If I were to compare this with Oasis albums, like how I'd rank them kind of comparatively, if you know what I mean, I'd say it's probably on par with Don't Believe the Truth or Dig Out Your Soul. This is referring to my previous ranking video with the Oasis albums, which you should definitely go and watch now. But anyway, I should probably stop rambling on at you lot and let you go, finally. I'll unshackle you from your chairs. So I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and have a good day, yeah? See you later. Oh, and hot take, I don't like his new version of Live Forever. It's just not that good. I don't get what the hype is. It's not good at all. It's just mid.